The movie was basically a love letter to all Nagi fans in the world. Of course, Blue Lock fans too, but if you're someone like me whose favorite character from season 1 of Blue Lock was Nagi, then you, sir or madam, or whatever you're rolling with nowadays, will enjoy this movie. I know many people did not think this movie was worth it, but in my personal opinion, I really enjoyed it a lot more than I expected actually. I came into this movie not really knowing what this story was going to follow because I did not look up anything up prior to watching it, but it's pretty simple to explain. This movie starts off before Nagi is introduced to soccer by Reo, and we see how he was before he met Isagi in Blue Lock. I say Isagi because out of everyone in Blue Lock, I believe Isagi really changed this man the most. We see how much of a lazy and unmotivated guy he is, and I believe the movie starts exactly 6 months before Blue Lock happens because Reo mentions in the movie that Nagi and him have only played 6 months of soccer prior to getting to Blue Lock, which just shows how ridiculous Nagi is in his skills and talents in soccer. Like, imagine playing soccer your whole life just to be beat by someone who's only been playing 6 months. I would fucking hate that. But this movie is entirely Nagi's story from the start of his football journey to the end of season 1. And now for our sponsored segment of this video and for the following videos for the next couple of weeks. AFK Journey and Stream Elements, thank you so much for reaching out to me and sponsoring this video. AFK Journey is a strategy RPG set in Esperia, a fantasy realm where players embark on epic quests alongside companions to banish evil and forge their own legends. With charming picture-like graphics, players freely explore this land, discovering treasures and experiencing the changing seasons. Engage in real-time battles using classic strategy card gameplay. And when you're tired, just take a break and relax around a campfire. The adventure continues even when you're resting. Wake up to collect lots of loot. This is one of my favorite games I've been sponsored by, not only because of the graphics and the art style, but because who doesn't love a game where you can earn stuff while you're sleeping. Make sure to check out AFK Journey, link in my description. Download the game, hit level 20 Renaissance. Basically that just means hitting the characters in your hand, which is 5 characters to level 20. Once you do that, it support me directly and I really appreciate it. Make sure you use the link, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the video. Subscribe if you're enjoying so far. Now I know what some of you may be thinking, because I thought the exact same thing. This is strange to make a movie on because, well, we basically already know what's going to happen in this movie. And yes, you are right. I think it's interesting that brings more dynamics to the characters because we get to see them from the beginning. We get to see Nagi how he was from the start of his soccer journey to what he becomes to. It's fun and cool to see Nagi and Reo's perspectives. I mean, we get to see the duo of Nagi and Reo dominate from their first games together till they reach Blue Lock. The first game they have together was so funny with the interaction they had with the opposing team. And it was really cool seeing Nagi destroy their hopes and dreams in seconds of that game starting. And it's pretty crazy too because we learned that Reo's father set this game up to show his son, Reo, he does not have what it takes to compete in soccer. This is meant to completely crush him, but he prevails with Nagi at his side. Both of them shock the soccer world and begin to gain traction so much that it catches Ego's attention and he invites the duo to Blue Lock. I really enjoyed seeing how Nagi was going to leave this Blue Lock convention. The first day stepping in, hearing Ego's speech, he immediately wanted to leave, just like that. But his conversation with Reo and Ego sparks a little bit of light under him. And then that light gets bigger with Isagi. We see these two characters really bond together a lot as they play for the first time, to the point in Blue Lock. We see them form a friendship slowly but surely. And it's basically to a point where if you think of one of them, the other one's gonna pop in your head. It's a dynamic duo, Reo and Nagi. I'll touch back later on this because it makes for one of my favorite moments in the movie. We see slowly that Nagi has this side to him that he doesn't really fully realize until the end of the movie. He acts like he doesn't care about soccer at all, or winning for that matter, because it's too easy for him. There are so many times we see this in the movie and the show, and it was really annoying for a character like this to pop up into Isagi's world and his team having to go against him because Isagi is so passionate about soccer. And I really related to Isagi because when I first got introduced to Nagi in the show, he was really annoying me. Like, I really dislike people like this because they have the talent and then they say they don't really care about the sport or whatever they're participating in where they're dominating. I hate people like that. But Nagi was lying to himself and he does not even know it yet. There are so many moments though where we see a flash of his ego pop up. that part of him that he didn't realize he had, but when it appears itself for a couple seconds, it makes you glued onto the screen. These little flashes that appear in the movie slowly are so well animated and beautiful. I mean, people were complaining about the animation for this movie, and I could not understand what or where they're talking about it, because I really like the animation in this movie. I know a lot of people complain about the PowerPoint slides in season 1, but this movie, I think there is a really good budget in this movie, and it looks way better than season 1. They even make Nagi look a little dark to show how his presence feels in those moments. So when we see him face Isagi, he feels something constantly tugging at the back of his mind. And Nagi finally understands himself. He does care about soccer and he craves winning. His ego has brought him that far with him in the story without even knowing. This right here, ladies and gentlemen, was so fucking good to watch and unfold. We got a glimpse of him showing his ego with the sound effects, animation, music. Everything was in sync in that movie theater, and it was perfect. The longer into the film, the longer these moments happen, and it's really satisfying to see. Nagi embraces his ego. We see him unmotivated, lazy, playing games on his phone, not caring about anything. Slowly through the movie, we see glimpses, seconds of him and his ego, seconds, and it slowly becomes into 10 seconds and 15-second moments where we see him really embracing that side of himself that he didn't even know he had, that ego side. Another part I really liked seeing was Nagi betraying Ryo. In the show, it was really insane seeing this because we had just seen how Nagi was, careless and unmotivated, always by Ryo's side to him. Now, he wants to pursue getting better and breaking his close friends' trust. It was really nice seeing how uncomfortable Nagi felt in the movie. He was realizing that he might have to break off the friendship with Ryo if he wants to get stronger. And he had already made up his mind, but he didn't want to really agree to himself that he had to do that. And it was nice seeing that, because I feel like a lot of people, including myself, could not believe that Nagi was just gonna break off like this without caring. But it's because in the show we don't really hear what he's thinking about when it happens, but in the movie, since it's all about him, we can finally hear his thoughts about it. You can tell he doesn't want to do it, but he knows he has to do it to get better. We see in the movie how much it hurts him, and what's so sad is every time Nagi feels a sense of accomplishment, he automatically thinks of Ryo, like he wants to tell him like, oh, I did this or I did that, but well, Ryo doesn't want to be friends with him anymore after what happened, and it's totally understandable. My thoughts on season 2's trailer: I know a lot of people online are already criticizing it and thinking that the animation is going to look bad and all this stuff, and I get where these people are coming from. One thing I can't say with 100% certainty: the art style for season 2's trailer looks fantastic. It looks so fucking badass now, how the characters are drawn, and I really hope they do something with that, because just because the characters look cool doesn't mean animation is going to look good. So I'm really hoping that the animation does look better, because there were some moments in season 1 where it was kind of like PowerPoint-y. There were some CGI moments that were like, but past that, the story was really good in season 1. I love the Blue Lock movie, so I'm having high hopes for season 2, and I really hope the animation looks better in season 2. But all in all, I know a lot of Blue Lock manga fans are really excited for this, and it makes me excited, because if they're excited, oh, well, that means something good is going to come. So those are my thoughts on the trailer for season 2, because that's going to be coming on very soon. Recording this September 24th. I think it comes out in like a month or less than a month. I know it comes out in October, so I'm really excited for that. It's been 2 years since we've seen Blue Lock come out, so I'm really excited for season 2. If you made it this far into the video, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment to stay on this channel, because you know where the good shit's gonna be coming from. I will see you next time, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and peace.